It's old home days where I live. So they're playing fireworks. So if you hear the booming, it's fireworks. I'm 48 years old. I wanted to participate. Above my roof, other people are celebrating other things outside my door, outside my walls. We share a celebration, yet also there is a celebration coming that no one has ever envisioned. My grandmother always said, don't get old. My grandmother was my favorite person in life. Legitimately, I abandoned my grandmother at the end of her life. Now I have her money. She died 2.5, 3 years ago. And she gave me some of her money. I have a little bit more money now than I had then. My goal in life has become never spend any of her money. I have failed. When she died, I was essentially given $186,000. As of today, I have approximately $208,000 as of today. It goes up and down day by day. A few days ago, I had $212,000. I don't want it for myself. I want to figure out how to leverage it. I want to figure that out. But I never had the opportunity to try to figure that out until a couple years ago. I haven't had health insurance. I've not had health insurance for 20 years. And the only medical procedure I've had in the last 20 or 25 years is I had a tooth extracted. Overall, it cost me about $6,000. Though also, and this I've only loosely alluded to 6 months ago, I had a blackout situation drinking at the bar that landed me in, well, back in the olden days, it was the infirmary. Like, if you were a public drunk back in the day, you'd land up in the infirmary. Well, we don't have infirmaries anymore. But what do we have? Really good jails. You know? And I'll be honest, my jail quarters sucked. Like, it was like December 29th last year. I ended up in jail. It sucked. But as it so happened, I wasn't charged with a crime. I was just there to detox, but I was so wasted that the police brought me to the hospital at 12:30 a.m. And then by 1:30 a.m. I was in the jail. And they didn't let me out of the jail until 9:30 p.m. the next day. I was that drunk. And then I had to walk 10 miles home. That sucked. That was 6 months ago. I made a video about it. There's another video about it I haven't posted yet. Maybe I'll post it. Yeah, that was brutal. The whole time I was scared about bears and coy dogs. Because it was the middle of the winter, but it was like the warmest day. It was 41 degrees in the middle of the winter. Like the middle of the winter. Like December 30th. 41 degrees. I was wearing my tennis shoes with no socks, walking 10 miles home. Mist everywhere. And I know bears hibernate in the winter, but I was thinking, like, whoa, it's such a warm day because the day before was like 10 degrees or negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was thinking, like, wow, the bears might come out of hibernation. I was so afraid. 10 miles home. About 3 miles of that 10-mile walk was with like a lot of lights, a lot of houses, so I felt pretty good. But the 6 miles of it, oh my God, it took forever. Every drip, yeah, it was a misty night. So it wasn't raining, but it was so humid that mist was condensing on the sticks of branches and then would fall down to the ground, a little bit like rain, but instead of being like rain does, it was more like it was slow, terrible, horrifying, because I was afraid of coy dogs. And I was and as I was walking those miles, because I've lived in these hills for a long while, and I've heard many coy dogs over the years. Though most days I don't hear coy dogs. I hear the howls of coy dogs enough to know that, yeah, there's some motherfuckers firing, right? So we just had fireworks, and now some motherfucker across the street's firing a gun. I'm assuming he's not firing me. I'm not dead. God bless America, but it all scares me. Though, like, people with guns are scary, but animals with teeth are scarier. So figure that out. Would you rather have teeth or guns? And if you were in a fight between teeth and guns, what fight would you fight? This one's for Andrew and Peter, the brothers. Peter, who was crucified on an upside, like Christ was crucified on the cross. We all know what that looks like. And sometimes when people who are into Christianity think about the upside down cross, they think of Satan, but that's stupid. Except for the fact that Christ told Peter, I build my church on this rock. Petra, Cephas, Peter, you know. But he also told Peter, like, stand away from me, Satan, or something like that. Terrible. But to most people in in America, we think about the upside down cross as satanic. But the upside down cross is the cross that St. Peter was crucified upon. And that's dark and terrible. And it wasn't Satan that suffered that. Satan did not suffer the upside down cross. It was St. Peter who suffered the upside down cross, and it was St. Andrew that suffered the X cross, not Spartacus. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Who's Spartacus? I'm Spartacus. Right, so Spartacus was Spartacus and everybody else was Spartacus. No, St. Andrew alone was Spartacus. And your love for your brother is St. Spartacus. I'm St. Spartacus. I'm St. Spartacus. No, you're not. I love my brother. I love my brother. Yes, you do. The X cross is the crucifixion of St. Andrew. And the upside down cross is the crucifixion of Peter, not sin. I feel like if we save England, we'll save the world. That's just how I feel. Here